Afrobeats news. So rumors circulating is that Burna Boy made over $100 million alone. And this rumor started after Burna Boy himself came out when he was having a back and forth with Richest and claims that he made close to, or if not more than $100 million a year. And of recent, more attention has been brought to Burna Boy's yearly earning because somebody made an Instagram post claiming that Messi, the footballer Messi, made over $100 million this year, and Burna Boy himself also made about $100 million this year, which means Burna Boy either made the same amount as Messi or probably made way more money than Messi this year. And that have really gotten a lot of fans' attention because I think a lot of Afrobeat fans just can't comprehend or believe that Burna Boy made so much money this year. So as a result of that, I think, it's time for us to really just dig into some of Burna Boy's shows. And mind you, this is just me focusing on one of his major stream of wealth, which is his shows. Burna Boy has been on tour all year, so it's right that we check out how much he made from some of his rather popular venues. Let's start with the latest one that was reported by the one and only DJ Akademiks, a very reputable media personality in the States. Most people believe what he says because what he puts out there are usually true most of the time. So DJ Akademiks recently posted this via his Instagram page. So he posted, Burna Boy earned $1.4 million in revenue from 14,688 tickets sold at the Capital One Arena, Washington, D.C. concert on December 8, 2022. This is now his most attended United States concert of all time. So guys, here, almost everything DJ Akademiks said was true, except for the last sentence when he said, this is now his most attended United States concert of all time. If you're a fan of Burna Boy, you'd know that right now, I think the show that holds the record for Burna Boy's most attended show in the US is the one that took place in New York City, the Madison Square Garden Arena, where he sold 20,000 plus tickets. And he even grossed more in terms of revenue for ticket sales in that concert. Now, this one, according to DJ Akademiks, cost about $1.4 million on ticket sales alone. And now remember, this excludes merchandise and other avenues that Burna Boy would have made money through this event. So this is just based on ticket sales exclusively. $1.4 million already in the bank just from ticket sales alone. Let's look at the MSG show. So the MSG show was 20,000 plus tickets sold, and Burna Boy, according to reports now, cost anywhere from $1.6 million to about $8 million just on ticket sales alone. That was how massive the revenue was for that show. And of course, we're not even focusing on other revenue streams that Burna Boy used to make money in those concerts and events. Also, the Amsterdam show, reports coming in, Burna Boy made an upwards of $1 million. So if you're looking at most of Burna Boy's show, Burna Boy is grossing in the millions, the M's and M's of dollars. That's what Burna Boy is grossing. So if you start adding the numbers together and then looking at other streams that he probably makes money from this show, merchandise most especially, which I think, the revenue that most artists get from merchandise alone in some of these concerts strongly supersedes the ticket sales alone. If you start considering all of that and putting them together, you realize that Burna Boy making $100 million alone this year is not even far-fetched. And that is also when you start putting into consideration that Burna Boy has branched out into other business ventures, both ones that he has in private, probably with investors, and the ones that he has made public, like his cannabis brand that is working with a top company in the States. All of those things together, if you put them together, you start realizing that this guy definitely is making big M's and solid M's, and $100 million this year won't be far-fetched. But guys, here, tell me what you think about this particular one, and do you believe that Burna Boy have made over $100 million plus this year, making almost the same amount as Messi, or even supersede Messi in terms of revenue this year? And guys, here, don't forget to like and subscribe, as well as turn on post notification, and stay tuned for more Afrobeats related entertainment and just coming at you. I'm out for now, guys. Peace.